How many of you saw this story that came out of Mississippi? And that is these folks actually had gone into the waters there, gone to the waters there, and then all of a sudden they were, okay, having issues. And so this young man actually sees it, jumps into action, and saves them. He's a young brother. He's a teen. He saved 3 young girls as well as a police officer. Yes. Folks, joining me right now on Roland Martin Unfiltered is that brother Corion Evans, joining us from Pascagoula, Mississippi. Corion, glad to have you on the show. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
So take us through what happened. Were you just walking along, riding a bike, and you saw these folks struggling in the water? What happened?
Yes, sir. It was actually after a party. It was a party that night, and we were like the party. Like after it ended, we were all looking for somewhere to go, and we had went to this place called the Point, but the Point had also got shut down. So that's when somebody was like, let's just all go to the boat dock under the bridge. Like we can just chill there, have a good time at the boat dock. We don't have to worry about any, police or anything. So we went under the boat dock and, we were just chilling out there having a good time. And that's when like by this time, everybody, like a lot of people had left or were getting ready to leave. And I was getting ready to leave also. And also the car that drove in the water was they were getting ready to leave. So like I was just sitting in my car on my phone and
So the car that went in, so the car that went to the water with the 3 girls, they were at the same party you were at.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. So you're sitting in your car, and then what happens?
Yes, sir. I'm just sitting in my car and I just I see a car go behind me and like they're like driving at a pretty good decent speed like towards the water and I'm like as I'm seeing this car because I'm watching the car as it's driving towards the water. I'm like, where they going? Like the street that way. They must don't know that they're going the wrong way. Like in my head, I'm not thinking they're about to run in the water. Like that's not even on my mind. I'm just like, they're going to realize they're going the wrong way and turn back around and go to the road. And then I just seen them keep going and going into the water. It was like a ramp going down into the water. And so as I'm just watching them, like I'm in my driver's seat, but I'm watching them from behind me. And I seen them just go straight down the ramp. And I realized I couldn't see their tail lights no more. Like I seen their tail lights driving and then I just seen it go straight down. And I'm like, it's water down there, but like at first I'm not really just reacting like, it's water. They just ran into the water because like that's not even on my mind. Like, I'm like, there's no way, they just ran into the water. And then that's when I seen somebody else, like they were like across the boat dock from me, like parked out like across, and I seen them get out of their car and run towards the water. That's when I got out of my driver's seat, got out of my car, and I took out running towards the water. And like as I'm getting close to the water, I'm hearing people saying, "Help! Help us! Help!" Just screaming help as I'm getting closer. And when I finally got close enough to see what was going on, that's when I seen the car in the water, and I seen the 3 girls outside of the car saying help. And that's when I just ran. I ran on the side of the boat dock, up the side of it, and I took my shirt off and threw my shoes off, took my phone out of my pocket, threw my phone down, and yeah, I just jumped in the water. And then the first I had to grab the girl that was closest to me, like from me coming to the shore, because she had tried to swim a little bit out. First I went to help her. I had to get her and bring her back to the shore. But out there, like it was one girl tried to swim away from the car, and it was the 2 other girls were like they were still like close to the car, but the car was like underwater. You could still see the lights, but the whole car was like basically sunk under the water. and they were still by the car, and
Wow.
one of them was like panicking, like one of them was panicking bad, and so after I took her, it was somebody that showed. I just kind of when I felt my feet hit the ground, that's when I like kind of pushed her forward because I'm like she can walk from here because I feel my feet hit the ground, and that's when I turned around to swim back, and then I seen one of the girls panicking in the water. Um, but like I said, some of the car like the top of it and the front, like kind of the front windshield was still above the water a little bit. And so I went and got her, and I'm swimming her to the car. I'm like, come on, let's go to the car. Come on. So we get to the car. I'll get them on top of the car. I'm telling them, catch your breath, calm down, catch your breath. Y'all need to catch our breath. Y'all been swallowing water. And so we're just sitting on top of the car, and that's when the officer arrived. That's when Officer Mercer arrived, and yeah, he got out of his car. He ran over there, and he got in the water, and he like swam to us on the car, and he's just telling her, hey, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be safe with me. I'm gonna get you back to the shore. Like he's telling her she's gonna be okay, and she got like directly on his back, which wasn't really the right thing to do because when somebody is on like directly on your back and you're trying to swim, you're not going to be able to swim. You're just gonna like they're going to take you under because you can't even you're not as flexible as you would be if you're just swimming. So when she got on his back, when they left the car and tried to swim back to shore, she started taking the officer under. Like he was going underwater, trying to come back up. He was saying, "I can't, I can't." Like he kept saying, "I can't," but he was still trying to swim. And when I seen that, that's when I got off the car and I had to go and help her and the officer. Like I was behind them, trying to keep them above water and also push them forward at the same time while keeping them above water. And as we got closer to the shore, I mainly started focusing on the girl because um, she couldn't swim and she was still panicking. Like my main focus wasn't getting the officer back to shore at this point. My main focus at this time when I'm trying to get her back is just get her back to the shore because I'm knowing the officer can swim or he'll be able to make it back himself. So once again, I had felt myself when I got her close enough and felt my feet hit the ground. I pushed her to somebody, gave her to somebody at the shore, and when I turned around, I seen the police officer like he's like really in the water, like drowning, like he's going underwater drowning. He can't swim, like he swallowed a lot of water. His body was exhausted, and he just couldn't swim anymore. So that's when I had to leave again, and I had to go and grab the officer and pull him back into the shore, and I pulled him back in to the shore, and I gave him to somebody. And the last girl on top of the car, she was the one that she knew how to keep herself above water, and she also knew how to doggy paddle a little bit, but she couldn't swim. But luckily, she knew how to like keep herself above the water, keep herself from going under. So she was kind of trying to doggy paddle back to the shore, and I went out there and I just like basically spread it up. I just helped her get back to the shore in a faster amount of time. But yeah, man, the officer he was most definitely the closest to drowning. When I got her back to the shore, and he got back, he could barely stand up. He was throwing up a lot. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow. That is an unbelievable story right there. And how long have you been swimming?
I've been swimming since I was about 3 years old because my grandma always had a pool in her backyard.
Man, that is an incredible story. You are indeed a real life superhero for that. What has your life been like since this happened?
Um, yeah, after it happened, and just like my local city news posted it, like the next 2 or 3 days, like news channels from like all across the nation was posting me Good Morning America, the Washington Post. Like when I seen all of those posting me, that was kind of just unbelievable because like those are shows, and I mean Good Morning America is a show I used to, see my mom watching in the morning. Washington Post, CNN. I mean not CNN, NBC. Like those are all things I have seen on TV. So just like seeing me on TV and like seeing them post and telling me, sending me messages, like yeah, my life has been crazy. And like everywhere I go in public, people are like in my city, people are asking me, are you the hero? Or are you the one who saved them girls? Like everywhere I go. So that's what my life been like everywhere.
Well, that is absolutely amazing, brother. We are glad that you were there to do what you did. And certainly, I'm sure those 3 girls and that police officer are thankful that you've been swimming since you were 3 years old.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so very much for joining us, Corion. I'm quite sure, first of all, are you part of your school swim team?
No, sir, I'm not.
Well, look, I'm sure maybe there's some future in you in aquatics. And so, again, congratulations. Thank you very much for being a real-life superhero. And good luck in your future, young brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. God bless.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?